Hi, this is Yong-Cura. I would like to share with you the limitation of the bundle of rights or the limitation of ownership. No, but before we proceed to that sharing, I would like to request and ask everyone to please follow, likes, for my FB page, and subscribe in my YouTube channel for you to get notifications every time I uploaded a new topic for regarding real estate management. Also, I would like to inform everyone that I'll be conducting a workshop and refreshers. No? This one is for the students, no? Pwede po to sa mga estudyante na that could help them para mas maunawaan, makadagdag unawa po sa kanilang pag-aaral when it comes to real estate management. And also for those who are taking the comprehensive review, no, para at least additional info rin po para mas matandaan po nating mas mabuti, no, kung ano po yung nilalaman po sa ating Reblex. That's going to be starting on January 8, 2024, Mondays and Wednesday at 6 to 9 p.m. And if you have questions or clarifications or any topic that you wanted to be discussed regarding the subject matter, please feel free to put it in our comment box. Okay? So let me start sharing with you my screen, no, for us to be able to start this limitations, no, limitations of the bundle of rights. Okay, limitation of bundle of rights. We have two types. First is we have the general limitations and the specific. When we talk about the general limitation, it talks about the government and legal things. No, when it comes to limiting our rights, no, sa ating pag-aari over our property. And the another type, no, is we have the specific limitations. Specific limitations. Sometimes this is imposed by a law or a contract. Okay, so i-clarify lang po natin kung ano po yung difference po nitong mga to para mas maunawaan po natin kung ano po sila. Okay, first is we have the general limitation. This is the first type. Under general limitations, we have the police power. Sabi nga po dito, the power of the state to regulate the use of the property. Ano ba ang example ng police power natin dito? It could be the zoning, di ba? Zoning regulations. Kung saan nakapaloob po yung ating property, nasasakop po ito ng isang zoning regulation ng ating LGU. So, for example, merong isang piece of land, no, that you wanted to put up a residential subdivision or a residential project, for example, kailangan, no, yung particular area na yan is suitable, no, is suitable for as a dwelling place, no, for those who could parang get over that, who gonna stay, no, in that particular residential property. Meron po kasi tayong mga zoning ordinance. May mga lugar po tayo na hindi pwede ang residential. May mga lugar din naman po tayo na hindi pwede ang industrial, no? So depende po kung ano po yung magiging zoning po natin, no? Kung saan nakapaloob po yung ating real estate property. Okay? Another thing that we have to check on this is we have the building codes, no? That one yung sinusunod din po natin yung building codes natin. We also have yung mga subdivisions regulations. That's gonna be part of it somehow. Then eminent domain, no? Eminent domain. Eminent domain is the power of the state to take the private property for public use upon payment of just compensation. Ano po ba yung eminent domain? Ano po ba example nito? Example po nito is we have a particular property, no, na nagkataon po, nagagawaan po ng infrastructure project. We have, kunyari, mga MRTs, LRTs, or road widening. Kung ang ating property po ay nakapaloob po doon sa dadaanan, no? Dadaanan nung particular infrastructure na yan, for example, kukunin po ito ni government. But meron po itong just compensation upon payment of just compensation. So, at ito po yung magkakasundo po kayo kung paano po yung ating sinatawag na ating just compensation, no, for them to be able to take your property and use it, no, use it for public, no, for public use. That is for public use po. That's eminent domain. Next is we have the escheat. So once we say escheat, escheat po, ito po ay isang proceeding, no, unlike that of succession or assignment, whereby the state by virtue of sovereignty steps in and claim the real property or personal property of a person who dies, no, into state leaving no heir. So let's say merong isang property na wala po siyang naiwan, no? Wala siyang naiwan na will, wala siyang naiwan na heirs, no? Magiging S-cheat po yan. S-cheat po ang tawag natin yan. It will go back to the state, no? Na magiging pag-aari na po siya ng state po muli. Okay? And the next part that we have is the taxation. Taxation is the power of the state to impose and collect tax and other charges, no? Alam naman po natin that once we have a property, no, meron po tayong responsibility, no? Meron tayong responsibility na over sa state natin to pay, no, to pay yung ating mga taxes, no, para isang example po natin dyan is syempre yung annual tax po natin, yung ating amilyad po na tinatawag or the RPT, the real property tax, no. So under general limitations, no, limitations of bundle of rights is we have the police power, eminent domain, escheat, and the taxation. Next is we have yung second type, di ba? Sabi natin, dalawang type po yan. So ang second type po natin is the specific limitation. This one is gonna be for possible imposed by law, 'di ba? Imposed by a law or by a contract. Okay? For example natin, imposed by law, these are the legal easements, no? Minsan kasi kahit na yung buong property natin, let's say meron kang isang piece of land, no? You have a piece of land, no? Minsan hindi po na there are some cases, no? Depende po kung saan po rin po tayo nakalugar ulit, no? May mga legal easement po tayo, hindi natin pwede masagad-sagad, no? Meron tayong limitations out of that. We have to give that easement, no? Second is we have the nuisance, no? Pag sinabi nating nuisance, sabi nga ang nuisance po, it involves, no? It involves an unreasonable or unlawful use of property that results in material annoyance, inconveniences, discomfort, or injury to another persons or to the public. So once na po nakakaapekto na po tayo na third party sa iba po, nagkakaroon sila ng annoyance, inconvenience, discomfort, injury, no? Nagkakaroon po tayo ng limitation based on that. For example, sa residential area, nagtayo ka ng somewhat pagawaan ng isang bagay na merong chemicals that could affect yung residents within, no? Or sa nalalapit dun sa property mo, no? So that's gonna be a part of the limitations, no? Hindi po allowed yan. So it can be, no? That's part of the limitation actually. State of necessity. Pag sinabi nating state of necessity, the owner of a thing has no right, no, has no right to prohibit the interference of another with the same if the interference to avert an imminent danger, no, and to the threatened damage compared to the damage arising from the interference is much greater. This one actually is in Article 432 of the Civil Code natin, no? Sinasabi po dito na state of necessity, pag talagang pangangailangan po, no, na kailangan na mag-interfere dun sa ating property, karapatan, isa rin po yan sa limitations or karapatan po yan ng nangangailangan. Pwede natin ibigay dun po sa nangangailangan sa panahon po na yon. Okay? Then the fourth is we have the mortgages, which is imposed by contract, no? This is the last part of the specific limitations that we have under the bundle of rights is the mortgages. Kasi it imposed in the contract. Paano imposed by the contract? Siyempre, once na naka-mortgage po yung ating property, hindi na po natin siya pwedeng, for example, ibebenta mo ulit. So, hindi, I have the bundle of rights, so I have the rights, this is part of my rights as the owner of this. So, naka-mortgage ka na, pero meron kakaroon po tayo ng limitation because of that certain contracts, no? Pwede rin natin isama dyan, let's say, yung mga lease contract natin, no? Yung lease contract na property mo siya, pero nagkaroon ka ng lease contract with another party, which means they have the right to use your property. So yung rights mo na yan was able to transfer to them through that lease contract. Okay? So same thing with the use of right. Pag-aari mo yung property, pero sila yung gumagamit, sila yung nakakakuha ng fruits, no, over that property. Okay? I hope this sharing that I have regarding the limitations to bundle of rights would somehow help, no, and contribute dun sa ating idea regarding po sa ating limitations of bundle of rights, or more knowledge natin over bundle of rights, na alam natin kung ano po yung rights na meron tayo over our property, and now alam naman po natin what are the limitations. Okay? Till next, please do not forget to please like, share, and please subscribe on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Till next.